welcome to a new Café con Dulce episode. It feels like summer a little bit, right? Not really, it's actually very gloomy. It feels like summer in here though. I'm wearing this little romper, some leaves, I got plants in the background. I'm sipping on. Wow. Today I will be answering your questions like always. So thank you so much to my beautiful Snapchat family. Remember when I shared in one of my last episodes of Café con Dulce that I got dumped by a boy when I was 14 years old and I felt like I really, really loved him, and I was so devastated by that breakup. And I shared this story with you guys, and yesterday it was so crazy because I found out that he passed away. And I was not, like, you never expect for someone that you know to just pass away all of a sudden. And it was so shocking. I didn't even know how to feel when I got the news. And I was just thinking about it all last night, like thinking about him and how one day he was here and then the next day he's just gone, you know. And I was thinking about his family and his friends that were really close to him. So yeah, it's been crazy in the morning. Also because it's hard to, like, I don't know, it really puts things into perspective when it comes to that. And I wasn't close to him at all. Like I said, I only had that interaction with him when we were 13, 14 years old. But I just knew that he was a great person. He was all about his friends and his family, and he was so proud of being the person that he is. And he was really into sports and really funny and the jokester and like a popular guy in high school. Everybody loved him, and it was just so crazy, you know, like someone so full of life, like just gone. And literally all last night I was just thinking about that, like how much of a blessing it is to, like I was talking in my last videos, to even just take a breath, you know. And I woke up today even more grateful to have life because he was just on social media on Friday, and yesterday, Monday, I got the news that it just happened. And it's like, wow. You know, someone with so much life to give just gone. It's crazy, guys. I get the chills. Just wanted to share that with you guys because it was part of my Café con Dulce episode, and it's just something that's been on my mind a lot. You know, just really appreciate, if anything, like tell the people that you have in your life that you love them and show them how much you appreciate and love them. So today I wanted to talk about a question that I got in from one of you guys. It says, what are the obstacles in a relationship or marriage, and how do I overcome them with Jesse? And I think it was really important for me to talk about this, and I wanted to answer it because if I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys, like I grew up Catholic, right? My parents are Catholic, and I believe in the Virgin Mary, and I believe in angels, and I do believe in that. But I also believe in Jesus, and I pray to Jesus, and I pray to God, you know. So I'm still trying to figure out, to be honest with you guys, and I had this conversation with my friend yesterday, like she's Jewish, and I was just interested in what she believes. And I started thinking, she asked me, who do I pray for? And I was like, well, I pray to Jesus, but I also pray to God. And sometimes when I'm starting to pray, I'll start with like, dear Jesus, but then I'm like, wait, dear God, or who do I talk to? You know, so sometimes I find myself in that balance of like, who do I pray to? And then I've also heard, you guys, please educate me on this. I've also heard some of you guys tell me that Jesus is God. I don't understand. I got to do my own research. Okay, so that's my own ignorance. Before you get married with anybody, if I can just give some advice, it would be to have a conversation with your significant other about your personal beliefs, because in my Catholic religion growing up, it's really important to get baptized as a little baby or as a child. And that's something that my parents are always pushing and always asking me, like, when are you going to baptize Isaac? And when is this going to happen? So I feel pressured. I feel like I have to baptize Isaac or else something bad is going to happen. And then Jesse believes that, you know, children are innocent and why should they get baptized if they have done nothing wrong? And I get that as well. Spend some time discussing what are the beliefs that you guys are going to instill in your children, because sometimes two people can have different points of views and it's hard. So if someone is Catholic and the other person is not, and you want to baptize your child and the other person doesn't believe, you're going to have some friction. And that's how it is in my marriage. There's friction there because we sort of believe in different things, you know? Something that I have realized tremendously, guys, is that everything that does happen in your life, absolutely every single thing that happens to you, is for a greater purpose. I know that when it's happening, you're thinking, how is this even going to be a part of my story? But when I was growing up, and like when I immigrated into this country at 6, to me, being an immigrant was just like a normal part of my everyday life, because there were so many immigrants and children of immigrants around me all the time that it was just normal. It was like, that's who I am. And I never saw it as a big deal until I started to get older. So nowadays, I feel so proud that I am an immigrant. I don't hide it. I feel like it's a blessing that I am an immigrant, because there's so many people just like me who came to this country when they were little, when they were teenagers, maybe adults, and they do so much to contribute back to this country because this is where we live. Nowadays, I look back and I think how much of a blessing it is that God knows exactly what he's doing when he's putting you in situations, because I personally would have not had a story to tell if that wouldn't have been something that happened to me. So you guys, I know like sometimes you guys go through situations where they're hard situations and you can't even fathom how you're going to get through this or why you're even in a situation like that. But I believe in the power of sharing your story, and I really do believe in that because it changes the way that people feel in a positive way depending on what you like to share. But it's so soothing and comforting. So like whenever I find someone that I can relate to that is going through a similar situation, I don't feel alone, and it gives you hope. You know, when you see someone that looks like you, that it has almost like the same upbringing, the same background, you see them doing things that you believe that you couldn't do, that's really inspiring. So I encourage you guys, if you are someone who likes to share and is open and is okay with sharing your story, share your story with people. Trust me, it helps people. It really helps people get through tough situations when you know someone else is going through the same thing. It really does help. So a little girl actually wrote to me. She's in 8th grade and she's about to go to high school. Yeah, wow, she's going to be a 9th grader. I'm so excited. And she's telling me that she has a really petite frame and she's been body shamed a lot because she's really skinny. Well, let me just read the text. I'm in 8th grade and I'm going to high school, and I've been picked on because of my body and my skinny self. And my question would be, how should I deal with this sort of shaming? And maybe how or who I should talk to this about. Now, when I read this, I could not believe, yes, actually, I'm sorry, I could believe that that sort of situation is happening in schools because, you know, some children haven't matured enough to know that that's wrong and how much it affects another child. The only advice that I have to give from experience, look for someone that you trust. So either a counselor, your mom, your dad. Don't be afraid to talk to your parents if you guys have a relationship where it's pretty open and you can go to your mom or your dad about the things that you're going through. Because sometimes as kids, you know, you think that your parents guess exactly how you feel and what you're going through, but unless you don't communicate your feelings and what you're going through, your parents are not going to know. And trust me, your parents could help you, okay? They could help you. They're there to protect you. They are there to make sure that you're okay and you're happy, and you shouldn't have someone picking on you, because if someone is picking at you at school and being a bully, then you can't concentrate and learn, because all you're thinking about is, when this class is over, I'm going to see them in the hallway. They're going to be so mean. They're going to give me looks, or I'm not going to have any friends to sit during lunch. What am I going to do? Talk to your parents, because maybe they can do more to help than you think they can. Or a counselor. And if you can't just talk to someone, write a letter with all of your feelings, because sometimes that helps a little bit more, because you're able to get your emotions out on paper. Because when you talk to someone, then it's kind of hard if you're talking to someone who's really not listening. So yeah, write down exactly what is happening and who is doing these things to you, because at the end of the day, these are also 13-year-old girls, I'm assuming, or 12 or 11-year-old girls that are being mean, or boys. I don't know. So at the end of the day, they are still children also, and there are adults at the school, and they also have parents that can take care of the situation, you know? So don't be afraid to talk about it and go to an adult for help. Or if you have a friend or a sister that you're really close to, talk to them about it. Because sometimes also, like when I'm feeling sad and I feel something in here and I just want to just get it out, I just call my sister Wendy, and she just instantly makes me feel better because she's just listening to me. Sometimes we just need someone to listen to us. So yeah, I would love to hear any other parents, any other big sisters, anyone else out there who would have advice for this beautiful, amazing 13-year-old girl. And you know what? I know it's hard, but don't let what they say about you make you feel that way, because they don't know you. They are not you. And they are probably they are missing out on the amazing and beautiful friendship they can have with you. And bullies out there, people who are mean to other people at school, here on the internet, I always say this, and it's so true. I don't understand how people who are mean like that think that they are not going to have that same sort of karma come back to them. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Café con Dulce. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed and beautiful day. Bye!